Yo, what's good? It's your boy Job, bro. Long time no see. You feel me? Unless you follow me and you sub to me on here, you'll see the shorts that I make, right? I wanted to make some long form content today, right? Because I am in a business content challenge, right? This is not really gonna be business oriented. This is gonna be more mindset, but I just wanted to get my reps in, right? If you follow me, especially when I was doing a lot of mindset shit at first, everything is about reps because everybody sucks at something before they actually get good at it, right? Unless you're just naturally inclined for you gifted in the thing. So these everything you see right now, first 30 seconds of this is just me getting to practicing, right? Terrified like a motherfucker. But I just wanted to provide some value of like where I'm at in life and how, if you have dreams and you want to go attain them but you're too scared to go after them, this is a video for you, right? So basically, to give you a rundown of my life and how things have been looking the last 2 or 3 years. I'm 24, by the way. Graduated from college in 2024. Went to work in like high-end real estate asset management for 2 years, all the way into 2026 of May this year. And the reason I left that field is one, because it didn't align to who I really wanted to be, and I also had I don't know if it's hindsight or insight, I don't know the word for it right now, but I knew that if I stayed in that environment, I wouldn't be able to attain the dream life that I wanted to live, right? The biggest thing is I hate having to be somewhere I don't want to be. I hate having to answer to somebody I don't want to answer to. And I also hate having to rely on somebody else to pay me. You know what I mean? Just that constant wheel. And then I also knew I didn't want to be my boss, right? And just those kind of hard questions I ask myself every night, especially while I was working there. It's like, oh, this is a great job and everything looks good on paper. I'm successful in the eyes of my friends and my peers, my family, but am I happy? And then when I answered that question, I was like, I'm not really happy here, right? And then I also know the ceiling caps off here, right? Even if I did manage to work my way up 20, 30 years in that corporate world and then become a CEO and all that shit, it's just like, would that have made me happy? Hell no, right? So that's what I'm talking to you for. I'm talking to you to say, like, if you have dreams, bro, maybe don't do what I did. Don't go willy-nilly quit your job. I'm in a very blessed circumstance to do that, and I realize, like I said, I don't really have any real responsibilities right now, right? Have to pay rent. I don't have children, right? That's the thing. That's a big thing, because I feel like children are a big, cost. And I love kids, but just right now they wouldn't work for me. And I also don't have a girlfriend, so I don't have that time stuff either, right? So I was like, okay, right now in this season of my life, things won't always be the same. The only thing that's guaranteed in life is change and death. Those two things are guaranteed. But I'm like, right now it's a window of opportunity for me, right? Whether it works out or if it doesn't work out, at least I have shown up and attacked it with all the might that I have, right? And 10 things typically in my life have went well, right? When I've done these kind of things. It might not go well this time, right? And you have to be comfortable with that. And like I was talking to myself this morning, it's like, this shit don't work out, will you be okay? And I ask myself questions like that. It's like, yeah. Because at the end of the day, as long as you're putting yourself on the path to success, bro, as long as you're putting yourself on the path of success, that's what matters. You're getting the odds in your favor. You can't control every variable, right? And that's what I think scares us the most. At least that's what scared me the most. And I've kind of come to some kind of peace with not being in control of everything, because I know that's not my job. My job is to show up every single day and put my best foot forward. Right. Look at the results that I'm getting from what I'm putting out, whether it's from outreach because I'm trying to build my business, and then also content. What is keeping people engaged? What is making people click off? And then really just disassociating that from my identity. It's like this is just data, right? How can I get better? And I don't, maybe I suck right now, but I'm not gonna suck forever. And that's what you gotta remind yourself, bro. And so it just comes down to really, really getting clear on what you want and really answering hard questions every single day. And realizing that 90% of the time is you versus you, right? When I started making content and when I left my job and blah, 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 I thought people were going to judge me. I thought my friends were going to judge me. I thought my family was going to judge me. That's really what bothers me. It's like when people are close to me, and that's because, keep it a being. I love my people. I really do love my people. So their opinions really do impact me more than any outside force, right? I care a little bit about what people think about me, but I care about the people that are closest to me, what they think, right? So, but after posting for a year, after being out of a job for a couple months and realizing that this shit ain't that, it's just a period in life, right? You always get another job, you know what I mean? If the content don't work out, no one, like my friends watch my shit, but if it don't work out, they not gonna say him like, oh nigga, blah 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 blah, no, they don't really give a fuck. You gotta realize people don't really give a fuck either about you. I know that might sound harsh on the outside, but you gotta realize that people are going through their own shit like you going through your own shit. Right, so that shit make you even feel better. It's like, if you want something in life, just go for it. And 9 times out of 10, they're gonna applaud you. And that's what I've seen. I've talked to some college friends, right? And I realized that they're in jobs, not super happy, right? I talked to some other college friends, and they're like, they're just curious and they're interested in what I'm doing in life, and they seem damn near inspired by what I'm doing. It's like, oh shit, I'm expecting judgment, I'm expecting hate, I'm expecting lack of support, but in all honesty, I probably, like I said, very blessed, because it's not everyone's experience. It might not be your experience, but what I found is that people are actually more supportive, you know, when you actually go for the shit you want, and you're actually, you know, walking the walk, you know, walking the talk, talking the, whatever the fuck the saying is, you know what I mean? So if you feel like people are going to judge you, yeah, they might, you know, like, I'm not saying my friends don't have comments here and there. They do. You know, my mom, that's the only person who has never ever doubted me in my life. That's a blessing. If you have a family that's very supportive, you're already rich in that aspect. But the most important thing in this journey, bro, is realizing that it's just you versus you every day. So if you can write down on a piece of paper, like, what do you want in life without any limitations, and then, you know, realize that you're not going to have control over majority of this shit. You're going to have control over your actions and what you put into it on a day-to-day basis, and that's it. And it either works or it doesn't, right? And it typically works if you keep going at it. So, like, I'm 24 now, right? And I'm like, okay, by the time I'm 30, hopefully this shit is good, right? I gave myself a longer time horizon, but like, that's 6 years. In reality, I'm trying to get this shit cracking in 6 months, right? Just shrinking your horizon, but realizing, like, I'm okay to go the long game, right? Because most people quit before they actually see success. And I realize, you know, looking at, you know, when you study other successful people, you know, and you see people online, this online space, you never know, bro. You can blow up in a heartbeat. You can watch this video, post. You can decide to post after watching me and get 1 million views on your first video, right? Or I might post this video and get 1 fucking view, and I've been talking for 7 minutes, right? It's like, oh, there's 7 minutes of time wasted. Not really, because I'm on camera getting reps. That's all this shit is, bro. Everything's about putting in reps until you actually get good at the thing that you want to get good at. And that's where the bravery comes in at. You know, you got to realize that you're going to suck most of the time. Or you might not. You might get, you know, your few lucky breaks. I've gotten a lot of lucky breaks on terms of the content I posted, you know, just testing out different formats and realizing, like, hey, maybe it's not me. Maybe just I have to give supply to what's already in demand. You know what I mean? And it's been a journey. And it's going to be a journey for you, bro. You know, whether you blow up in an instant or if it takes a longer time, you just realize you have to be okay with however your journey unfolds. And I think that's the biggest thing that I've been learning with entrepreneurship, with building like a business, with trying to do content. It's all a journey, and you learn a lot about yourself facing a lot of the uncertainties, and you realize that it ain't all that bad. You know, it's days, it's a lot of days, bro, where you just sit and question yourself whether it's worth it or not. It's a lot of days where you wonder if, like, is this shit even possible? Is this shit all rigged? Is this shit, you know what I mean? A lot of times, bro, my main thoughts come from just like thinking like I need to hurry up and get successful so I can help my family, right? More so than the struggles of my own self. That's where my mind is. Like, it's been the last couple of nights, bro, I had a hard time sleeping, because it's like, how the fuck do I become successful enough to help my family? Because I know one thing that's guaranteed in life is death, right? And I've already, you know, I feel like I made some mistakes there in terms of just like trying to focus on myself and build myself, and I didn't spend enough time with family members who have passed. So I'm not trying to make that same mistake again, but at the same time, it's like, if I'm not building now, it's all about finding balance. It's all sacrifices. It's a lot of shit, bro. You know, you really wrestle, you know, you really wrestle with yourself on a day-to-day basis if you're actually pursuing this kind of shit, bro. I feel like, you know, I wish I was normal. I wish I was normal in the sense of just, I could have stayed at my corporate job and I would have been good now. You know, like, it was okay. It wasn't like, my boss is awesome. My coworkers are pretty good. But I asked myself, is this what the fuck you want in life? And the answer was no. I don't want to be a fucking corporate bot. You know what I mean? If that's what you want to be, that's awesome. Because it's like, the pathway is already aligned for you. You just got to walk that motherfucker. Me, bro, the path ain't like, I see the path. But then it's like, I gotta put a brick here. I gotta see if that brick gonna lay. You know what I mean? Like, oh, is this gonna work? Then if it worked, put that brick down. You know what I mean? But versus the corporate way, you know what bricks to put down. You know how to build your pathway. You know what I mean? I have a little bit of a map. I have a puzzle, and every day I'm trying to put a puzzle piece in and see if it fits. And that's what entrepreneurship looks like. It's really getting clear on that, and then being brave to suck in front of everybody that you know. My word of advice is, if you're still watching this, block the motherfuckers. Block your people. Let's, you know, my friends have been very supportive. My family has been very supportive. But like, I would have blocked their ass. I would have blocked them earlier on. But now it's too late. So like, they gonna see this video, and at the end of the day, I don't really give a fuck, because it's just like, I'm living in my truth now. You feel me? Like, and that's the biggest thing. If you're gonna do this shit, live in your truth, live in your fullness, and showcase yourself to the world how you want to be seen. You know what I mean? And then people are either going to accept you or they're going to fucking deny you. And that's none of your fucking business. Your only purpose on this damn earth, I think, is to provide service to other people. Provide, serve, love. You know what I mean? You know, everything, what Jesus and them said. I feel like that's a good way to live life. But this is my first video. I've been yapping for like 11 minutes, bro. And I hope, this is a rough, I'm not going to really edit this one too much. This is like a really rough take. But like I said, bro, the main message in this video is to get clear on what you want, bro. Be brave enough to go after it and accept whatever comes with it. And that, the third line, is really important. You have to accept whatever comes with it, bro. So now, for my last tangent is like, I realized, like, for me, I need to get everything done in the morning. Like, I got up at 4 a.m. today. It's only 7:30. I might have had this video out within the next 10 to 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Because I'm very clear on what I want. I want to get up early. I want to knock out my content. I want to knock out my outreach, and then get my workout in. You know what I mean? And then eventually, once I get a job, work the rest of my work the day, and then just rinse and repeat over and over and over and over and over again until shit pops, right? And just really reserving the best energy for myself in the morning, right? For me, and then I give my energy away to, you know, an employer. That's I feel like the right way to live life is, you know. My other job, I couldn't do that. My other job, I was there, I had to commute, I had to do this, I had to do that. It was like a 12-hour work day. So it wasn't like I had time to actually do me. And so that's another reason why I left. But I wish you luck on your journey, bro. Like I said, I want this to be a community where we all, you know, be honest about where we are in our lives, you know, be vulnerable. Because I feel like online people like to showcase, you know, a facade. Like, everyone likes to showcase their highlights and shit, and not really showcase their journey. And, you know, we all human, we all go through shit. And that's when I realized a big reason why I did this video in the first place. It's like, I'm going through some shit. I know somebody else going through some shit, but they might not be confident enough to talk about it, or they might not have nobody to talk to about it, right? And it's like, if I make this video, I don't care if one person sees this, 2 person, 3 people, and they get a little bit of value from this, I've already won. You know what I mean? That's the goal here. So I wish you luck, like I said, on your journey, and realize that, you know, I know this might sound bad, but your problems aren't that special. What you're going through is probably what I've been through, what somebody else been through. So that should make you even more confident to share your problems, to share your issues, and to work through them with somebody, or if you decide to work through them by yourself. But just realize that never allow your problem to be bigger than you, brother. Go be brave, nigga. Go get clear on what you want and accept what comes with it. I'll be back tomorrow with another long yapping video. This is fun. This, like I said, this is the first. It's gonna get better as I go. I already re-recorded this shit twice. This is my 3rd one. I'm not doing it again. So, yeah, man. Talk soon. Bye.